In the vast world of cultivation, every bloodline carries a destiny, and every disciple inherits the will of their master. But what if a child is born carrying both, a legacy too great for the world to contain? This is the story of Xiao Xiao, the daughter of Xiao Yan. Her birth was no accident, her path no coincidence, and her father Xiao Yan knew that if she was to survive in a world of schemes, ancient bloodlines, and the merciless soul palace, she needed more than just his protection. She needed guidance from the very master who shaped Xiao Yan himself. Welcome back to Donghua Minute. At today's episode, we reveal Xiao Xiao's origin, her destiny, and why Xiao Yan personally brings her to meet his legendary teacher. Xiao Xiao is not just the daughter of Xiao Yan, the Flame Emperor, but a child born under extraordinary circumstances. From the very beginning, she carried within her veins the bloodline of the heaven-swallowing Python clan, a beast bloodline so terrifying that even ancient cultivators trembled at its potential. Her mother, Medusa, queen of the snake people tribe, passed down this bloodline, and with it, Xiao Xiao inherited the foundation of something greater than most could ever dream. By the time she was only a child, Xiao Xiao's natural cultivation potential was frightening. She didn't need decades of training to sense Dou Qi. Her instincts alone allowed her to manipulate energy, her bloodline resonating with power. But Xiao Yan understood something. Potential is a double-edged sword. Without proper guidance, it can become a curse. Without discipline, even the most gifted bloodline can collapse upon itself. Xiao Xiao wasn't just born with the talent to cultivate, she was born with the destiny to surpass her father one day. What exactly was Xiao Xiao's destiny? The truth lies in the bloodline awakening of the seven-colored heaven-swallowing python. This bloodline was something her mother, Medusa, could only partially control. Yet Xiao Xiao was different. Her very existence fused the legacy of two powers: the unyielding flame of Xiao Yan, who defied fate itself, the devouring bloodline of Medusa's clan, a force that could consume heaven and earth. This made Xiao Xiao a hybrid child of destiny, born with the potential to reshape balance in the Dou Qi Continent. Legends said that one day, a descendant with this bloodline could transcend mortal cultivation and step into the domain of the ancient beast kings. And if fate allowed, such a being could even threaten the supremacy of clans like the Gu, Hun, and Soul clans. Xiao Yan knew all too well the danger that this posed. If word of Xiao Xiao's bloodline spread, every ancient clan in the Soul Palace would come hunting. Her destiny was both her gift and her curse. That is why Xiao Yan made a choice only a father and a disciple could understand. He would not only protect her with his own strength, he would entrust her future to his teacher. After the events at Yunhuang Fortress and the confrontation with the Soul Palace, Xiao Yan returned not to rest, but to prepare. He refined the Yi Sedan for Xiao Xiao, ensuring her foundation would be unshakable. But he knew pills and flames alone could not safeguard her destiny. There was only one person in this world who could give Xiao Xiao the wisdom, discipline, and path she needed. The same man who once lifted Xiao Yan from despair, who taught him the art of flame, who made him more than a lost youth with crippled Dou Qi. That man was Yao Lao, Xiao Yan's teacher. For Xiao Yan, bringing Xiao Xiao to meet Yao Lao was more than a simple introduction. It was the passing of a legacy. He wanted Xiao Xiao to understand where her father's strength truly came from. Not just his own willpower, but the teachings and sacrifices of his master. He wanted her to feel the bond of master and disciple, to know that true cultivation was not just about power, but about the wisdom carried across generations. And for Yao Lao, meeting Xiao Xiao was emotional as well. He had watched Xiao Yan grow from a broken boy into a man who shook the continent. Now standing before him was the next generation, a girl carrying the flames of her father and the bloodline of her mother. The cycle continues, Yao Lao must have thought, his eyes no doubt filled with pride. But beyond symbolism, Xiao Yan had another reason. He knew enemies were gathering: Soul Palace, ancient clans, hidden powers in the shadows. Xiao Xiao could not be hidden forever. If she was to face her destiny, she needed training only a master like Yao Lao could provide. Xiao Yan trusted no one else with her future. Yao Lao was the only one who could teach Xiao Xiao the balance between flame and bloodline, between destruction and restraint. And more importantly, he knew that if one day he fell in battle against the Soul Palace or the Hun clan, Xiao Xiao would not be left defenseless. She would have a master who carried the same will as him. When Xiao Yan brought Xiao Xiao before Yao Lao, it wasn't just a simple family meeting. It was a moment heavy with destiny. Yao Lao studied her bloodline aura, the flickering flame in her Dou Qi, and saw something even Xiao Yan himself may not have fully realized. This child, her destiny may surpass even yours, Xiao Yan. Those words echoed like thunder. Xiao Xiao wasn't just the continuation of her father's legacy. She was the beginning of a new chapter, one that could alter the balance of the Dou Qi Continent. But destiny is never free. Every gift has a price, and for Xiao Xiao, the price would one day come due, whether in blood, in flame, or in the battles against the Soul Palace that her father had yet to finish. Xiao Xiao's story is only beginning. Born with a bloodline that devours, raised under a father who defies fate, and entrusted to a teacher who carries the wisdom of generations, her path is destined to be one of greatness. But greatness never comes without sacrifice. And so, when Xiao Yan brought her to meet his teacher, he wasn't just securing her foundation. He was ensuring that when the day comes, when the heavens test her as they once tested him, she will be ready. But the question remains, will Xiao Xiao walk the path of flame like her father, or the path of devouring like her mother?